here we go. Welcome to our next part of our Blender thingy where we're gonna make a dancing banana. So I saved it out as a second copy, banana modeling, so that if I need to go back, I can. There's our two rigs. There's the original one, and here's me remaking it. This one's somewhat straighter. This one's a bit mangled. So there we go. Now we'll just start modeling. What I'm going to do is the bulk of the bananas are a bit curved, so I'm going to try and put the bulk of the banana where is going to be on the curve is going to be the spine. The legs are going to come off the bottom half of the curve, and the top half of the curve is going to be near the head. And I'm going to add some extra bones afterwards to make the top half and the bottom half of the bottom movable. So we'll be adapting our little rig. So I'm going to start. What I'm going to do is we're going to make it, and we're not going to worry about triangle count, polygon count. Sorry, we're going to make it kind of almost like we're sculpting it, but there's probably not going to be a whole lot of sculpting in a lot of areas. And then we'll retopologize it to be the proper mesh count. I just find it's just a whole lot easier to do it this way, and not when I'm modeling it for something that has to have a good mesh topology, is to retopologize it afterwards. That way I can get in a lot more detail. So here we go, S. Scale on the Z-axis. I guess that's about banana size. Now I'm going to add in loops and start doing. Now I looked for the screencast keys, but it appears that they no longer have the add-on available. I don't know why. Maybe this is a newer version of it, but usually it's up here and I can't find it, unless it's around here. Options, tools. So there's no screencast keys, unfortunately. Maybe it's in object mode. So hopefully you can follow along anyways. Although we shouldn't know most of the keys in this case. So select edit loop, extrude, scale it in, extrude, scale it in, extrude, scale it in ES0. There we go. Need a side view. This is our side view. Connected. Okay. Here we go. There's our banana, sort of, kinda. The initial shape. Not quite. More or less a banana. Probably going to be some music playing later on, because this is just a process of watching me model. Not very exciting, I don't think. There we go. Better. What am I doing so far? Be afraid. Be very, very afraid. Okay. Hey. Add ourselves a mirror on the z-axis. Okay. Now, I don't have to worry about the top half, kind of, sort of. Oops. Move this back to flat. Okay, so bananas kind of get smaller at the ends, so we're going to do that next. It's more banana-like. So basically, this is the back or the front. The curvy part, we want the ends that are curving, we'll put his face and body on this end, not on this end, because that's awkward. Control N to reverse it. So that should work, we hope. Huh. So that's basically our banana. Okay, so there's our basic body. Now, this will work from this back, front back. Work from the back. Oops. Shift add. How I'm going to do it is I'm going to do it in parts and join it. Also, a lot of people might not think that's kosher, but it's going to work just fine. It's kind of how sculpting works anyways. Scale it down. Scale it down. This is legs. Scale this down. Cut and slide. Okay, so they're cartoon. Okay, so that's the start of his legs. Now we're gonna trying to see where I'm going with this. Move them up a bit more. His arms are gonna have to come completely untested method. In my case, okay, I'm not sure. This may have been a mistake to curve these because of the scalp. Next thing we want is to put a mouth. Now I'm going to put placeholders for eyes and even a potential nose because I can't, it's very hard I find to visualize something proportion wise unless you draw it on the anatomy or something. So his face is going to go up there, kind of like, you know, a suit. So when I make his mouth, I'm going to use a cylinder again. It might be a bit weird, but it's going to work. 1, 2, 7. Okay. I'm going to make lips out of this. It may seem a bit weird, but about where his lips are. You can kind of see where I'm going with this. Shift C. Okay, snap selected to the cursor and dragging it up. I want it in the center. Control 1. So his mouth would be about there. Scale it a bit, I guess. Scale Z a little more. Now, when I do his mouth, I want him to have funny little swollen lips, kind of, you know, puffy lips. no nose, 2 eyes. So I'm going to add an eye. It's a temporary one. I need to try and keep some perspective when I'm doing this. So I want his eyes up there. And his mouth up a little higher. I think so. And even a little bigger. So the next thing I'm going to worry about is starting the hands. I guess that's about right. So I'm going to move my cursor over there so I can use the ability to move my camera around the cursor when I'm building. There we go. Makes life a bit easier. So my hands are going to be cartoon hands, you know, big, chubby, funny little hands. I'm going to do this with a cube. Now, I have trouble with hands. I often take a few times to make them, but let's see if I can get them right the first time. If not, well, we'll move on. Do it again. So this is the palm. And it's gonna be coming out of here. So, like this. So kind of like Mickey Mouse's gloves. That's what I have envisioned in my head, believe it or not. For the way the hand works. So we'll work on the hand part first, I guess. A whole lot of talking to happen here. Might be moving to music soon. Better than listening to my heavy breathing. Scale Y. Scale X. Scale Z. There's our hand, or the start of it. I could use subdivision. I've been using 3D Coat. I've forgotten how to sculpt inside. Blender. There we go. as much as you can. If you're gonna sculpt, you actually try to do as much as you can without adding too many layers on first, because it's hard to go backwards. And I agree. So for this, we've got a hand. I guess I should do a little work on this next. Hide this. Wrist. Loop cut and slide. Select edge loop, scale this down. So we've got our arms. The outer arms are, the upper arms are a bit fatter. We're trying to make it cartoony, so we got to be careful on how we do this. Okay, so we're gonna have to sculpt the feet next after that. We're gonna have to sculpt the hands and the feet. So we've kind of got our guy almost blocked out. I guess I could put a mirror on this too. No, I can't put a mirror on this now. It won't work with the modifier on. Well, I could remove the modifier, add a mirror. Mirror on later again, the modifier, the multi-resolution modifier on. Okay, so Control 1, move all this up over the grid, just the grid. So next is feet. Banana feet are gonna be like clown shoes, I guess I'll call them. Again, we're gonna use a cube, shrink it down. Three. Put our cursor down here. Cursor, Shift C. There we go. I like that lock camera to cursor thing. It works well. Scale Z. Scale X. Okay, so there's the start of our banana. I do think that this is enough to do on this particular part. So I'll continue it on part 3 because it's actually getting a little, shall we say, long. So that's the end of part 2. We've got him blocked out more or less. The next part is we'll detail it up a bit, you know, sculpt his hands, his feet a little bit, join the lips to the face and hollow out the mouth and get it ready. Once we've got all the shapes done, we can retopologize it. See you at the next part. Bye for now.